I can make text follow my finger. Or how about placing it behind my head? Maybe a little zoom in with some of those auto-dynamic captions. These are just few of my favorite CapCut video editing tips and tricks, so let's jump into the video and explore more of them. You've probably seen content creators all over the internet putting some objects or the text behind their heads. It's actually not as hard as you think, so let me show you. All you have to do is just duplicate the layer and place it over the top. Then select the top layer, go to the cutout section and click Auto Cutout. CapCut will automatically cut out the subject from the background. All you have to do now is grab whatever you want to place behind your head. In my case, I'm gonna go with that Nike kind of swoosh logo. I'm gonna scroll down in the basic section and just click layer 1. As you see, it placed it perfectly behind my head and the object is in the background. Which text are you liking more? This one or this one? I think the answer is obvious, but the problem with CapCut, it doesn't allow to add additional effects to the text layer. However, if you are watching this video, you know that we know the way to do it. I just grabbed that beautiful cinematic drone shot, and if I want to apply some effects to my text, unfortunately CapCut is not gonna let you apply it directly to the text, it's gonna apply it to the background video. So the way around it, you can just right click on your text layer and click Create Compound Clip. After that, it will turn into a separate video layer, and let's grab Doodle Diary for example, apply it to the text, and as you see now we've applied this kind of cool doodle diary effect to our text, even though it didn't let us initially do that. Tip number 3, let's get to that fun stuff I showed you at the beginning. I have this cat icon and I want it to follow my finger. I have this clip that I purposefully made for this video and I intentionally marked my finger with a black marker just because it's more contrasty, so it's easier to track. You don't have to do that, but this will just lead to the smoother process and better result. I'm just gonna go to stickers, type cat right here, let's see what we have. This cat will work great. Let's resize it a little bit and place it somewhere here. All you have to do now is go to the tracking on the top right, click motion tracking and select that little black dot I have or any other object you want to track it against. I can resize that little window to make it a little bit smaller. It's basically if you know that your finger gonna move a lot, you want that window to be bigger. If you know it's not gonna move a lot, you want it to be smaller, right? And then I just click start right here and it will automatically track my finger as you see and kind of move the cat accordingly. I'm not gonna lie, CapCut is not perfect. Even though I marked my finger, as you saw CapCut kind of tracking it all against my finger, not just the black mark. It still did the job, not necessarily the best result, but it's a cool trick that you can surprise your friends with. There are 2 ways to animate something. It can be harsh way and start and stop like this, kinda pretty rapidly, or a smoother motion like this one. I grabbed the same background as the last time and let's just place 2 icons next to each other to show you the difference. I'll add 1 keyframe right here and add the second keyframe probably like 3 seconds in, somewhere here. And I'll do the same thing for the bottom one. Now on the first keyframe, I'm just gonna drag it up top, something like this, and I'm gonna copy the properties and add the same thing to the other one. As you see, currently they're moving at the same pace, but let's make the right icon a little bit smoother, so I'm gonna right click on it and select Show Keyframe Animation. I'm gonna expand the Y keyframe because that's kinda it going from up to down. I'm gonna select the first keyframe right here and go to the outer curve, and the same with the second keyframe right here. Now let's look at the video together. As you see, the right icon moves way smoother now. Tip number 5, masking. You can use masking in a variety of ways, but let me quickly explain what it even is. Think about 2 timeline clips you have stacked on top of each other. If you add a circle mask to clip number 1, it will make a hole in it and you'll be able to see layer number 2. So let me show you an example of a practical way of using masking in CapCut. Let's say we have this video of me and I want to apply a little bit of vignette around me. I'm just gonna go to library, select that black screen from here and drag it over the top of my clip. Now let's head to the top right section and click mask and circle mask. As you see, it created a mask. The only problem, we need to inverse it, so we need everything else black but this point. So I'm just gonna click it on top right here, reverse, and that's exactly what we needed. Let's extend it, stretch it out a little bit, something like this. But this still looks kinda goofy and not exactly what we want, right? So in order to avoid that, just go to the feather right here and increase the feather. Now as you see, it added that cool vignette to my image. It's a little strong, so what I can do, I just click on the layer, go to basics and just decrease the opacity to the level that I like. And last but not least, auto captions. A lot of people are gonna watch your videos from the workspace or sitting in a classroom, so they're not necessarily gonna have a sound on their phones turned on. CapCut solves this problem for you with simple to use auto captions. All you have to do to add auto captions, just go to the text right here, go to the auto captions and click create. CapCut will automatically analyze your speech and create the captions layers over the top of your video. What you can do now is go to the animations tab right here, click on captions, and you can select whatever preset you want. Something like this for example, or this, or whatever one you want to go with. CapCut is amazing and friendly to use software. Those were just few of my favorite tips and tricks when it comes to video editing in CapCut, but in case I missed something, please let me know in the comments what are your favorite ones. I'm actually planning to do the second part of this video with even more tips and tricks and hidden secret of that software, so make sure you click the subscribe button not to miss the future episodes. Go check out other of my videos and I'll see you in the next one.